Hi, this is Lynissa Hayes with Makers Avenue. Finally, but surely, today I will be getting back into some journaling slash planning slash whatever this is. It's me. I'm in my Hobonichi weeks. It's been a minute, a real hot minute since I've been in my Hobonichi weeks. And so I'm just going to play around, do a couple of spreads. I started a couple of spreads already, and I had to do some warm up off screen since it's been a minute since I've been in this journal. Uh, but I probably won't talk the whole way through. I'll just come in and make a few comments here and there. But yeah, this is my Hobonichi Weeks Planner. In case you don't know, if you've seen any of my planning slash journaling videos, I don't use these like everyone else. Like, I cover all the dates. I kind of don't really pay attention to the dates, which is great because it saves me money. I don't have to try to keep up with anything. Um, I clearly don't, pay attention to any of the boxes. I just like the paper. I just do whatever I want to do. And sometimes I use it as like a glorified to-do list or list keeper. Sometimes I just make random spreads when I can't think of anything else to make. And so this video is a little combination of both. You'll see two of the spreads that I did previously. It was just because I just got through watching a favorite movie of mine, and I was like, it put me in a romantic mood, and I just wanted to make a spread based off of it. So yeah, my but this is kind of my way of planning. It's just very random, very me. There is no there's no plan to it. I just go with the flow. Sometimes me working in my journals is just a way to clean off whatever's on my desk. It's a way of me to try to use all the stickers that I have, which I'm starting to think is going to be like an impossible feat because I just buy more stickers before I get a chance to use a lot of them. But I do try because I don't really like hoarding stickers. So when I do, it's unintentional. I'm trying to use everything up. I'm taking out some of my washi tape. This list page is going to be for Amazon purchases that I need to make or want to make. Amazon Prime Day is on currently. Now, my list is going to be called Prime, but I'm not going to limit this up to stuff I need to buy on Amazon Prime Day. I'm just labeling it that. So, yeah. But my washi tape, as you can see, I'm not one of those people that uses a like cutter and a ruler or, to make precise cuts. I know a lot of people, I see them doing these spreads and they use rulers or they use like a little card to make sure they're not wasting any tape. That's not me. I'm the exact opposite. I love the feel of tearing washi tape with my hands. And I love the feel of letting the washi tape go over the page and then cutting the rest. I don't try to do straight lines. I like a little wonkiness. So yeah, that's just how I do it. It's very freeing. It's very liberating for me. It makes me feel like I'm not making anything precious. And when I, don't try to make stuff precious, I create better things that I like. It looks better when I just let go. So yeah, these are acrylic markers. I love them. They're the Grabby brand. Grabby has a, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Grabby has a box. I never got one of their boxes. I've always wanted to, but I'm trying to have self-control, so I just never got one. But these acrylic markers work great. They're brush tip, and you don't have to shake them up. And as you can see, they just work great on paper. I know there's Art Text that has their own acrylic markers. I want to try some of them, but I'm trying to use what I have first. And if I use these a lot more, then maybe as they get used up, maybe I'll get the Art Text the Artex markers eventually. And then I'm pulling out my pet tapes. I use the Traveler's Notebook, whatever, like pocket notebook to. I have my pet tape rolls. I cut strips out first, and then just store them in there because they're easy to use. And again, as I use them, I kind of restock until I run out. For me, that's just the easiest way for me to use my stuff, and yeah, making sure it gets used up and it saves more space. That's just how I do it. Some of these washi tapes are from the washi tape shop. Some of these are from, I want to say wrong illustrations. So I always mix stuff, and that's the way I prefer it. So here I'm taking some stickers that I printed out on my Lian cutting machine. I'm starting to see a lot more people getting the machine. I'm starting to see more influencers showing how to use it. I love the machine. I'm not an influencer. I saw the machine several months ago, bought it with my own money, and I love it. I wish I could. I wish they would send me I wish they would send me some products, but no, this is just my personal opinions. I love it. Now, I wish the sticker paper could be a little bit stickier. There's some, I mentioned this before, but there's like certain like paper surfaces that it doesn't stick as well to. And so sometimes I have to tape it down. Again, I think that's just something they could. I think that could be something they hopefully they work on. But then some surfaces, I feel like more porous paper it works better on. I don't know. It just depends on the paper. So some paper it works really good on. So I don't know. But anyway, I love it because it's just an easy way to print and cut stickers. It takes less than 5 minutes. It's wonderful. I love it. So I don't know maybe if this on Amazon or not, but it could be an Amazon deal. I didn't look, but I think it's a really good machine. And then I'm using my fountain pen. Out of all the expensive fountain pens, and I haven't gotten that many expensive fountain pens, but I always end up writing, if I do use my fountain pens, I always use the cheapest ones. So that is one of my favorite fountain pens. You can find it on Amazon. It's great for drawing, and I think it's more for artists. It's a great pen. It flows easily. It costs under $20. I love that pen. I feel like and it uses cartridges. I just wish the ink was permanent, but yeah, so that's why one of the reasons I don't buy too many fountain pens, because I always end up using the cheaper ones anyway. So anyway, I was watching Julie and Julia that day. Love that movie. My favorite two characters are Meryl Streep and Stanley Tucci, playing Julia and Paul Child. I just love them. I mean, I know the movie focuses on Julie and Julia, but I really watched the movie for Julia, for Meryl Streep and Stanley Tucci, because they have so much chemistry. They had a lot of chemistry on The Devil Wears Prada, but they especially have chemistry on this movie, and it's just like, it's so romantic, and I just watched it. I was like, oh, that's what I want, especially with them being older. And most romantic stuff is with like younger people. I'm inching my way closer to my 40s. I'm still I'm late 30s, and so it's like, oh, there's hope. so so I just really love seeing them together. The chemistry is like, I'm like, that's what that's what I would hope to find whenever I get married. I loved how they portrayed those two characters. It's just those two people, my bad, not characters. So I love the quote. Paul tells her, "You're the butter to my bread and the breath to my life. I love you, darling girl." And it just gets me all emotional. And then you see a QR code there. I'm just taping pictures in. So just capture that moment. But there's a QR code that I printed out that links me to one of the songs that are played in the movies that again just puts me in my feel. And that's a great way to kind of add music to your stuff. Add music to your spreads, and it just really enhance the memories. And another part of that scene was where he was, they were with their friends, and he was telling them how they met and fell in love. And says, as it turns out, it was Julia. It was Julia all along. And the way he would say that, it was like, oh, I can't wait for that to happen to me one day. But yeah, it was just so beautiful. But that was those two spreads. I get caught up in the moment. I said I wasn't going to talk to this whole video, but who knows. Now I'm going to work on, let's see, like a to-do, things that I want to do this summer, lists. And I think I also want to work on working on my reading lists. So those are the next two spreads I'll be working on. So summer is halfway through. I need a longer summer. I mean, of course, I am appreciative of having summer vacation, period. But it's really feel like it's going by fast. But this summer, I haven't traveled outside of the city. I've been doing a lot of things in the city, but I have been doing a lot. So I'm glad. I'm glad. I feel like I'm proud of myself for really getting out for myself and really like exploring the city and exploring all the things that my hometown has to do. And I feel like that's a lot that we have to do. And there's several more things that I just want to do before the summer is over, because there's so much. That's why I write to-do lists, because I'm gonna forget. A lot of times I find, get ideas of places to go and things to do in the city through Instagram. It's like once you hit, once you start liking like certain types of posts, the algorithm is gonna keep showing you those different types of posts. So it's like oh, I like this, and the algorithm starts showing you all the other stuff that you can do. So, which is great. And but this is just like a way for me to keep a paper trail of stuff that I want to do. I am using these wrong. Oh no, not wrong. This is Live Love Posh. I'm using Live Love Posh summer sticker book. This came out, I'll probably say a year ago, I think. But yeah, I put a little kayaking sticker because I did get a chance. I finally did. So I finally went kayaking downtown, and they have like a little man-made river or whatever, and I did a little kayaking, not a lot, because I was with a friend, and she swore that she got seasick, so we wasn't out there for that long. But it was fun. I definitely would probably try doing it again. So I'm just putting down stickers that kind of represent the summer that I want to have. And I'm taking some yellow boxes to make the spread more colorful. Like I said, I've been going out to different restaurants. A lot of these things I've been just going out on my own. I haven't really been waiting for my friends. I've actually feel like I enjoy it more when I get to explore the city by myself, when I get to explore these new places by myself. I remember like there was this one of those immersive exhibits, those what I would call those Instagram exhibits, whatever. I was went by myself, and it was during the week, and it was awesome. And I feel like it was more awesome because I was by myself. It was like there were several times, since I didn't have to wait for other people in a group. I could kind of go on before others, and there were several times in the during the exhibit that I was just by myself in the room. Like I had the room to all by myself, so I could dance, I could take pictures, I could take videos. There was no one around. It was awesome, and I had a blast. So if you are ever worried about going out and being by yourself, do it. Have fun, live life. I'm telling you, you really have a good time. You just gotta let yourself, and no one else is actually thinking, oh, that person, but they're not thinking about that. So just have fun. Don't let people stop you. Don't wait for other people to start living your life. I feel like that's one of the best pieces of advice I can give as like a single person in their mid 30s. Just start living your life. Don't wait for other people. You will have the time of your life. I'm telling you. I go to movies a lot by myself. Again, I like going to movies. It's not, I see sometimes on the social media people talk about, oh, I can't, they have a hard time going to movies, or that's like a big thing. And I'm just thinking to myself, why? It's just, you're going to the movies. No one can really see you. It's trust me, it's nice. So yeah, that's a little advice there. Now we're going to my last spread of the day, which is my like I said, my reading list. So I don't have any physical books that I've been reading, but I read a lot of fan fiction. Like a lot of fan fiction, and mostly it's with the same characters. So I feel like I'm behind on a lot of my fan fiction though, and that's probably because, again, I've been doing a lot of things around town. So, um, writers write, and they're writing a lot, which I'm happy about, because that means that I have a lot to read. And so I don't want to get left behind or lose the spots where I left off in, certain chapter, so, these stories that have multi chapters. So this is my way to help me keep track of what I read, where I'm at. I have a lot of reading lists in these Hobonichi books. So this isn't new. These are spreads that I continue to do. It's one of the reasons why I use a Hobonichi. So again, I'm just pulling out my stickers. I'm getting stickers that are somewhat related. That background picture is actually from a like Parisian wall calendar, paper calendar. There's a different picture a day, and you just tear it off. And I'm already halfway through the year, and I didn't really use the calendar, so I'm just gonna use those as pictures in my journal. And I thought to myself, yeah, it's got books, this is a reading list, so perfect. And now I'm just going in and filling extra empty spaces into my Hobonichi. I am a maximalist when it comes to journaling, or when it comes to creating period. I don't really care for too much white space. I just have just enough space to write what I need to write. Now I'm sticking down pearls and sea aquatic theme stickers, because that goes with the characters that I ship. Can anyone guess who those characters are? I'm not going to really go into those characters because sometimes people don't really like it. So anyway, anyway, but yeah, I'm just like to have different random lists. So like I said, I know my way of planning is different, but it's my way, and I love it, and I enjoy it. And I also these stickers are from an artist. She's a part of the fandom. She draws a lot of the characters, and she actually shares the files with other people in the fandom for free. And I just turned her art into stickers. So she's a sweetie for doing that. But yeah, what was I saying? So I'm just filling it out, going back to my previous spread. And now since this is like a going out spread, I'm just taking some of the images of, places that I've been to so far. I need to, this isn't a memory keeping spread, but I do occasionally like to add pictures of myself or pictures of my life in this Hobonichi, even though it's more of like a to-do list or it's just like a random thread. So I do add pictures here and there in my life. Now I need to actually get back into like, actually, do I have a memory keeping? Okay, so I don't really officially have like a memory keeping journal. I have a lot of journals that I could make into memory keeping. I just always get distracted by all my other journals, so I haven't actually officially made one, even though I have memory keeping spreads, if that makes any sense. So I need to make some because I need to have a lot of pictures in my phone that I need to get out. So a lot of events that I need to put down. So I need to do that. And I also am planning, so I do plan on doing a flip through of my miniverse journal since that's completed and someone did request it. And I want to also show like a process video of my new miniverse trinket journal. So that will be a video. I hope that comes out soon. I'm still working on it. And of course, more miniverse and more journaling. But I hope you like this. Click like, subscribe. Thanks for supporting. Bye.